Hey there everyone, I'm Michael, and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to hack Trixel Creative. Just don't tell Halston, because we might get in trouble. Okay, I'm just messing with you guys. This is a socially distant devlog. What I want to show you guys is the hacking system so far. Now, I did say that I was going to mostly implement it in the live stream, but I also did say that I was going to get it somewhat working before the live stream. And that's what I've done. What I'm going to be showing you guys is a basic roadmap toward a reverse shell payload. And what that will allow you to do is it'll allow you to run commands on a system you've hacked. It's a very common thing in real life, reverse shells, and I'm going to show you how it all works in Socially Distant. It's fairly realistic, but to be clear, this is gameplay, and we're not actually hacking Trixel Creative. So, no, Halston, you don't need to call the police. I love that sound effect. Anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start by opening up a terminal and getting ear blasted by Windows 11. Anyway, what we're gonna do is inside of this terminal, we're gonna zoom it in and then we're gonna run NC84. This is gonna listen on port 84 on our own computer. So, once you do this, you open your own system up to being hacked, so just be wary of that. To be clear, I mean in-game system. But, yeah. So now your system is accessible on the internet, and this is crucial because it allows you to connect back to the system inside, or from within Trixel Creative's network, because maybe their firewall doesn't allow incoming connections, even though I'm pretty sure if I run nmap trixelcreative.com, they do allow incoming connections. Their firewall might not allow incoming connections, but they will allow outbound connections to your own system. That's what a reverse shell is. A normal shell is what we're using right now, where we can run commands and they run on our system. A reverse shell is basically when a computer connects out to another computer and waits for that other computer to send it information on what to run. That's a reverse shell, and we're about to create one. So, we are going to run a netsploit trixelcreative.com. And that is going to start the netsploit framework, which is a command line utility you can use in Socially Distant to set up a hack. What you do is you select an exploit that you have and a payload that you have, and the exploit is used to drop the payload on the remote system. So we'll start by doing what the command says, help, and we can see that we have a few commands. We have payloads, which shows us a list of our payloads. We have exploits, which does the same, but for exploits. We have attack, and we have use. So we'll run exploits, and we only have one, which is flatline, so we'll use it by doing use exploit / flatline. Next, we're going to select a payload, so payloads. And we only have two. We have Halsterminator and NC. Spoiler alert, Halsterminator just takes the system offline, so we're not going to use that. We want control of the system. We don't want to destroy the system. Though, to be clear, in some cases you might want to destroy a system and take it offline, if it's a security system or something like that. But in this case, we want NC because it's going to allow us to control the system. So use payload NC. From here, we can then attack a port. Now, we'll start by doing attack 22 because I know that's what is vulnerable to the flatline exploit. But what we need to do is we need some extra command line arguments for the attack command because the NC payload needs some extra information from us. So what we need is a host name and a port to connect back to. Now we know the port is going to be 84 because that's what we entered in the NC command earlier. But the actual host we don't know, and currently there's only one way to get that information, and that is to use the debug menu. Don't worry, I'm going to fix that. There's going to be some way you can get your public IP, but that's what we need. We need to go network debug, test ISP. We need to select our player, aklnthndr, and you'll see that the public IP is 7.158.54.111. This is what we're going to connect back to. So we'll do that. 7.158.58 54.111, and we'll connect to port 84. And relatively quickly, it's going to connect us to the system that we have on our computer. Oh my god. Let's try that again. Relatively quickly, it's going to connect to our home system, and we now have a reverse shell on TrexelCreative.com port 2020 or port 22, which means we have a reverse shell in the restate source control server. So, you know, if we're not careful, we might actually, you know, have that happen. Anyway, we're gonna switch back to our other terminal, and at this point what we can do is we can type a clever message. Ha 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 ha. Hippity hoppity. The restate source code is my property. And you can see in the background that it actually wrote that to the other console. And we can actually switch to the other console. Now, this is not something that you generally do with a reverse shell, but for debugging purposes, I'm allowed to do this. I can say, ha 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 ha, no it's not. It's Stuffies. Throws a stuffy plushie at you. We enter that in, and we switch to the other terminal, and we should, in theory, see that message. And we do. So what we have here is bidirectional communication in socially distanced networking system, which is really cool, by the way. This makes multiplayer a lot more possible, because it'll allow you to create custom protocols and custom servers to run in-game. So I might actually look into multiplayer if it's financially viable and you guys actually want to play it. But nonetheless, that's a really cool feature we discovered, that we can have this bidirectional stream-based communication between two devices and socially distant, and that's what we have. We basically have TCP in the game. That's what this is. And when this is an actual reverse shell, we'll be able to run commands on that remote system. For example, I could, in theory, run a cowsay command. Whoops. And ideally, it should show up on this terminal. Now, it doesn't yet, but you know, that's something that I could do. And I could see what user I'm running at with who am I. That's not a thing yet in the game. I could do a neofetch if they have that installed, and I can see their system specs. I can do an ifconfig, find out what their freaking subnet is, and, you know, start doing some nmapping and stuff. I would probably do that with another reverse shell type thing, but you know, these are all things that are possible in socially distant now when I implement them. But anyway, yeah. This is really cool. At least I think so. Now, it is a little buggy. Like, some of this stuff didn't actually go through. That's strange. I don't know why that is. But, you know. Yeah, this is actually, like, really happening. Now, I don't know why ifconfig didn't go through and neofetch didn't go through as packets, but, you know, what do I know? But anyway, that's gonna do it for this video, I think. There might be a reason why it didn't go through. Oh yeah, it did go through, it's just that there were no new lines. Okay, anyway, never mind. Actually, I'm not sure why there are no new lines. Whatever. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a pretty short one, but hopefully it gives you an idea of what's to come in the live stream. In the live stream, we're actually gonna get this reverse shell working as a reverse shell, which is gonna be interesting because it's gonna require some low-level modification to the game, but I think that'll be a really cool thing to show you guys and to do on the live stream. So I'll see you guys then, and as always, I've been Michael. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you learned something. And I hope by learning something, I don't mean that you're gonna start hacking Trixel Creative. But anyway, I've been Michael. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, and don't get arrested. Alright, see you guys later.